Y'all, this chicken fried tofu, it sat in the most delicious marinade for about an hour, and this sandwich was banging. Here's how I put it together. First, I started by preparing my marinade. In this bowl, I have 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast with 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, onion powder, and hot chipotle seasoning, and then a 4th teaspoon of cayenne pepper. In this next bowl, I have 2 tablespoons of liquid aminos, a tablespoon of water, and 1/8 teaspoon lemon juice. Next, I mix a tablespoon of hot sauce and a tablespoon of mild sauce and pour that in. And then lastly, I added 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. Then I used a whisk to mix everything together and then set that aside. Next, I grabbed my block of extra firm tofu. I cut mine into about 5 or 6 pieces. Then I dropped that down into the marinade and put it in the refrigerator for about an hour. So listen, you will need super firm or extra firm tofu for this process. Please do not go get firm tofu and be mad at me when your stuff fall apart. Okay. So while our tofu is marinating in the refrigerator, we're going to get started on our wet and dry dredge. In a separate bowl, I prepared my wet dredge using 1 cup of almond milk, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon of hot sauce, and 3 to 4 tablespoons of flour. I mixed it together until it was fully combined, and then I set that aside. And then for my dry dredge, I used a 1/2 cup of flour and 1/2 cup of cornstarch. And here I have a tablespoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of onion powder and garlic powder. I added a 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper and a 1/2 teaspoon of hot chipotle. And then I mixed everything together. After an hour, you could go ahead and pull your tofu out of the refrigerator. And y'all, if you would like for your tofu to hold on to that tasty goodness that is your marinade, honey, go ahead and pan sear that for 4 to 5 minutes on each side. Then I know y'all hungry, but let it cool down a little bit before you start dredging. So y'all, I started in my wet and then dipped it into my dry dredge. I did that a couple of times. And then I put these bad boys in the deep fryer. I set the temperature to 350 and I cooked these for 4 minutes, just about. And y'all, these turned out so crunchy, so flavorful, so delicious. I made these for both my 17-year-old son and my twin sister, who I consider to be picky eaters, and they loved them. But I mean, you really should expect nothing less, because I post the food that always feel good going down your throat. Bye.